Hello! Welcome back to another island tour. It's me, Amatrine. We are going to be touring my Adriatic Oasis, is what I've been calling it. Yeah. So this one is fully blue and white for the color palette, including the villagers. So we do also have some turquoise in there. We have Lily, we have Sherb, Ione, Tom, Hopkins, Sasha, Bruce, Flurry, Pate, and Piper. Piper is a repeat from my last build, but she kind of fit the vibe still and the color palette, so I kept her. This is my character in the outfit for this build, with our island flag. So we come onto the island and we get that blue and white. There's palm trees on the island, tons of flowers. It's got kind of like a nautical feel, while also being a little bit, like, it's not super preppy, I guess. It still feels like an oceanside town a little bit. Got like pretty simple beaches, nothing crazy. A lot of the rope fencing, more casual types of like seating area like this. And most of my bridges are fake bridges because I didn't really like most of the bridges that the game offers, so I made fake ones. Have a lot of like the Moroccan style furniture, as outdoor vibes, outdoor furniture that kind of bleeds onto the beaches. These beaches have quite a lot of this white wood paneling design, and a lot of wheat fields. I really liked putting the two types of sheds together to kind of give like a boathousey type of feel, or change rooms or something like that. There is a fishing element to this island, but it's not like rusticy and dirty. It's a little bit more clean and polished, I guess you could say. So if you go up on the beach, you see my favorite fish. I love him. And then you have more of these areas with like yachts and stuff. I liked putting this little like rope design on the ground in areas. I think it adds a nice accent. Little trucks for carrying the fish off, things like that. The beaches pretty much all have this kind of feel to them. And all of my houses are either this type of style. I didn't do the inside of the houses, but they all have this type of style, or they have a more type of style like this, which kind of feels a little bit like Greek in a sense, which kind of gives that Adriatic element. But yeah, they all kind of like attach around and have these nice little fishing areas that loop all together. So if we go up here, we have part of our rocks. I didn't do a rock garden or a rock circle this time. I did like rock areas. So this one has these ones around here by one of the houses, with also lots of lighthouses as well. Our lookout point has these like gazebo things that I really like, which is really pretty. I did do another dirt path. This one has seashells on it, which obviously fits the theme really well and I think is really cute. We go back down in here. You can see like an actual little oasis on the side, little things like bus stops and different types of roads. They go through some more fishing areas. And then it leads into pretty little blue and white kind of outdoor garden. And this is pretty much the west side of the island. So it's not super, super packed with things, but it does kind of have a lived-in feel. And then we reached all the way to the end of the island. These roads I took forever to try to find. I wanted something that fit the color palette, that wasn't like kind of boring and just normal looking. And I saw this on like a Pinterest post and I had to hunt this down. And I really, really like them. I also have quite a lot of like beach pattern that I've added to the actual grass part of the island. Some more Moroccan furniture areas, as well as our little sort of private beach. This also has a border off of this sort of Moroccan-ish style castle wall kind of thing, which kind of bleeds down into a little foresty kind of area. Has a little washing kind of station. More houses. Our only incline. The only incline on this island. Leads up to another house. With very simple gardens. This kind of leads around back into this double house area on the west side of the island. If we go through the trees here, we go through to our museum. So on another road, we have the museum, lovely turtle statue, more of that sort of castle wall that I really like. We also have like more added beaches that are like pretty small, just little extra stuff here. And this road leads down and they have like a flower shop, like a plant and flower shop that fits the color palette and the road. And this leads down over another fake bridge to a little bit more of a market area, fruit stand, kind of a plaza, bakery type of feel. The side street here leads down past the canal. It leads into like kind of a little gas station thing. And also our Nook's Cranny. We have some like side cafe sitting type of road. And that links back up to the main entrance, which is this plaza type of feel with the clocks and the fountains and stuff. I lied about my only incline. I forgot about these inclines that lead up to my Able sisters, a little sort of ice cream shop, dessert ice cream shop, and a little cafe. Another incline, I know, leads down into the little fishing for sale stall. More of these little cafe areas, things like that. You can come down in here, kind of gives a boardwalk feel that leads onto the beach with like that similar type of vibe. I really like these areas. I think that they add a lot, make the island feel bigger than just having like bare beaches, which I really appreciate. The boardwalk also has all these little bistro tables and my favorite flower field, which is like 3 times the size of the other one. It's lined with little cafe tables and things like that, and I think it's really, really pretty. It's one of my favorites. Just chill in the flower field. Isn't that pretty? One of the fake bridges that leads into our resident services. So the resident services also has like 3 bridges coming off of it. Actually, technically it has 4. So these 3 are even. They lead into the other sides of the island this way. And then in the back, it's kind of sneaky. So we have kind of another sort of like seating area with all this cafe stuff. A little trash. And sort of like a secret-ish sort of way that goes by another little oasis thing and all these little islands. And this is actually where my house is. My house has a similar design to the other villagers. They all have the white stucco, like a brown or like reddish tan straw type of color of roof, and a blue, some type of blue door. So they all kind of go together. Got a little wheat field in there as well. And if we go back this way, you can see the east part of the island. Through the flower field, over another fake bridge. We've got some more boardwalk type of things going on at the beach. And it kind of meets up with the dock. And this is not very walkable, but you can kind of squish your way through. It's not really meant to be super walkable, but it kind of leads into this fishing area with a house. It's probably like my dirtiest area, even though it's not very dirty. Just gives that fishing feel. Got a little bit of a fishing town element to it. And then we have one of our lovely wheat fields, and these lead up to some of our housing, which has still some of the beach feel on the side. And then we've got a bit more of like a residential feel with some cars and crops. These houses, of course, they have like kind of like their own little like marina feel to them a little bit. There's Ione, she's so sweet. And if we go through the back, we do have these sugarcane and wheat fields, as well as a white hyacinth field that's going around here. We have more of the beach, which is pretty simple, and then we have this glorious wheat field, which took me forever. I've never done a wheat field like this. It adds kind of a cute touch. I like it, and it definitely takes up a chunk of space, which I like. And then we have another path with our rock area. So these three rocks stay in this area, and they kind of mimic each other on opposite sides of the island a little bit. This leads up to our campsite, which has got all the camping gear you need. It also has its own little beach with, of course, a lighthouse and outhouse, maybe. Going back around here, the road starts and there's a bus stop, so you can leave the campsite. But the roads do connect up. I wanted the pathway to like actually have like a step to it. And then it has more of this type of beach on the land, along with like a lake type of feel. The boardwalk is pretty clean, but it's not symmetrical like I did on my last island build. The European island was super symmetrical. I wanted this one to feel like organized, but you're not like seeing symmetry as much. And there's also weeds and things too, so it's a little more lived in. Thank you so much for watching my island tour. I really appreciate it. I'm also live on Twitch. I have links down below where you can see me build these islands. I also do go live on YouTube, so you can do either or. Starting my next island build, which I'm very excited for because we're starting into fall. So this is going to be a nighttime fall island. It's going to be like a lunar festival. Going to have some witchy vibes to it. But thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next island tour.